I've been awake for 20 minutes and I'm ready to go back to bed. Good morning, everybody. I am tired. Not a surprise. I always wake up and I'm always tired and I do not want to get out of bed. But here we are. I went to bed later than I should have, which is also very normal for me, so I didn't get as much sleep as I should have. So, not that it matters. No matter how much sleep I get, I'm always tired, so. Also, I spent the last 20 minutes looking for my tripod because I couldn't find it anywhere and I was getting so mad. But it was just underneath something on my floor and I actually already looked there. So, oh dear. And it's raining outside, so I don't particularly want to go outside right now, but I want to go to the gym, so I'm gonna try. Good start to the day, really. Okay, after pandering around for like an hour, doing nothing and contemplating life, I am now ready to go to the gym. So we will go and we will do our glutes workout. I don't normally do those on this day, but I didn't do it on Monday. I did a leg workout instead. So let's go to the gym, shall we? Hello, it's me. I thought I'd do a little sit-down part whilst the gym footage is playing, just to spice things up, And I thought I'd talk about my experiences with having ADHD and going to the gym and all that. I know going to the gym can be a struggle for everybody, no matter who you are, especially in the beginning when you're a newbie. For someone like me with ADHD, it definitely can get harder, shall we say. A lot of people always praise me for going to the gym and being consistent and all that. But in reality, I'm not really that consistent as I would like to be. I do try and go to the gym at least a couple of times a week, but sometimes I don't go at all. Sometimes I go once, sometimes I go 3 times. It's very sporadic, very random. And I've never been very good at going to the gym as much as I would like. Now, we all know exercise is good for you. Exercise actually helps reduce things like dopamine and norepinephrine. I'm not very good at spelling that, but I will write it on the screen so you know. And those are actually 2 chemicals that ADHD brains are usually deficient in, so it's definitely helpful for us, but obviously for us, it's a lot harder to get there in the first place to even get the chemicals, I would always recommend going to the gym or exercising in any sort of capacity for everybody, but especially with people with ADHD because it helps so much just with concentration and sleep and memory and everything really, like things like mood regulation. But let me go over some of the reasons why I know it can be hard for us with ADHD brains to get to the gym in the first place. Number 1 is obviously routines. We all know we're not very good with them. I love routines, but I also hate them. They're very restricting, and I get bored and want to do something else. Going to the gym every day is just a task and a half. Getting up, getting dressed, doing the same thing every day, or however many days you choose to go is not an easy task. And then when you get to the gym, you have to follow a routine. You have to do a certain amount of weight, a certain amount of sets, and sometimes halfway through, you just want to do a new exercise. You get bored. You don't want to finish the sets, And that can also be difficult because obviously, if you want to see progress, you need to follow the numbers. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen, And that can be very hard when you get bored very easily. Another thing is time management. I think I talked about this in my last video quite a bit if you want to go back and hear more about that. But we know that time management is also something that we're not very good with. Getting to the gym in the first place for a certain time. Because some people are quite busy. You have work, you have kids, you have responsibilities. You can't get to the gym because you can't put in the time that you need to put in to get there. Often with me, I try and plan going to the gym at a certain time. I tell myself I'm going to get to the gym by 11 a.m. And then usually I get there like 1 hour later at 12 p.m. And I don't even know how that happens, honestly. I blink and it's an hour later and I'm like, great, cool. And that's very common. And so can be very disruptive. For me, I don't really have that many plans and schedules. I don't really have a busy day, so it's fine if I go later. But for most people with work and life and jobs, it can be a lot harder to get to the gym when you want to get to the gym. And related to that as well, often I'm always at the gym a lot longer than I plan to be, which is also why it can be difficult to get to the gym in the first place, because if you only have an hour to get to the gym and do your workout, but you know you're going to get distracted in the gym and not finish your workout in time, that makes you less inclined to go sometimes. A lot of the time when I'm in the gym, I go there, I start my workout, I have a break. Obviously I do like 10 sets of a workout, and then I sit down, have a break for like 2 minutes. That 2 minutes somehow turns into 5 minutes because I picked up my phone and started scrolling on YouTube or something, you know? And so it's very easy to lose time in the gym and spend a lot longer there than you need to. In the past, I've had to cut out exercises at the end of my workouts because I didn't have the time, because I had to be somewhere else and I had to actually leave, so I couldn't finish my workout effectively. And therefore I got frustrated and I didn't want to go to the gym because I know I'm going to be there longer than I plan to. Of course, people can say just put your phone down, don't look at your phone, whatever, but it's kind of something I do without thinking about sometimes. And even if I'm not on my phone, I can just blank out sometimes, just like zone out completely for like 3 minutes, not even realise. It's very, very easy to do. And then one other problem actually is a sensory overload, which can be a problem for some people. Obviously it depends on how you deal in like noisy and loud surroundings, but the gym can be a very loud place. In some gyms, it depends on the gym type, there can be loud music blaring, and then there's guys throwing weights around on the floor and machines clanging about. It can be a lot for some people. Obviously, I always wear headsets, and I will always recommend to everyone to buy a headset and wear it. Even if you don't suffer with sensory issues, I feel like having a headset and putting on music, your own music, helps you to get in the mood and get in the zone and like not pay attention to anything else and get distracted by other people. That really is just a case of just going to different gyms, if you can, of course. If you have multiple gyms near you, and just seeing what's best. Otherwise, just buy a headset, you know. That helps me a lot, just to be in the zone and to concentrate. Because otherwise I just can't do my workout without a headset on, because my mind is just like distracted by all the noise around me and people like talking, having loud conversations across the gym, and it's just too much sometimes, you know. But overall, there are a lot of reasons why it can be hard to get to the gym, especially for ADHD folks. Obviously there's probably way more things than I said, but I'm not going to go into a whole massive list now. I think the most important thing is though to not be too hard on yourself when it comes to exercise. A lot of people tell me they feel bad when they can't get to the gym and they want to go more often, but they're too busy and this, that and the other. But honestly, if you can exercise at least 1 day a week, that's better than none, you know. If you can't get to the gym, you can only do like a little 5-minute workout at home. Or you can only go on a walk. You'll be proud of yourself for that, you know. Whatever you can do, anything at all, is better than nothing, and that's what I always say to people. And also, there are so many different ways to exercise as well. A lot of people force themselves to go to the gym, but not everybody is a gym person. I don't think everyone should go to the gym, because it's not for everybody. I love the gym, personally. As I said before, I love throwing weights around. It's my favourite thing, but it's not for everybody. And there are hundreds of ways you can exercise that's not just gym related. Some examples would be running, walking, swimming, dancing, things like martial arts and boxing, wall climbing. There's so many possibilities of things you can do. And I think it's just a case of trying and seeing what you like and seeing what works best for you. Not everyone's gonna like the gym, and I feel like we shouldn't force ourselves to do something that you don't want to do, you know? But yeah, I've accepted that I'm never gonna be as consistent as I should be. I try my best every day, and I do what I can, and that's really all that matters. And I also think it's important not to compare yourself to other people in the industry. When you see like fitness influencers on TikTok, like posting their workouts, and they're going to the gym like 5-6 times a week, and they're doing this, that, and the other, it's very easy to compare yourself to them, and they're not the same. They're not the same as us. They're not the same as you. We're all very unique. We all have our own journeys, and I think it's very important to remember that. Just because you're not going to the gym like them doesn't mean you're not doing a good job, you know? But I know that can be enough to like put people off going to the gym and make people give up, you know, when you see other people doing better than you, but they're not doing better than you. They're doing the best they can, and you're doing the best you can. If anything, I feel like that is the most important takeaway, really. Just to not compare yourself to anybody, and just to do what you can and be proud of yourself no matter what. Yeah, that was my little ramble about the gym. I'm not quite sure if I want to put anything else at the end of this video, or this is going to be the end. I actually have no idea. If this is the end, then thank you so much for watching. And I really appreciate you all for being here. And see you next time. If it's not the end, then I'll see you in the next clip. I have no idea. I haven't actually put this video together yet.